Daniel, the 6 plays from scrimmage for them and 5 turnovers. I mean, that had to be. You've probably played football a long time. I can't imagine you've ever seen anything like that.
No, it was fun to be a part of. I mean, there's been many games we hadn't had 5 turnovers, let alone right in the row.
What was that like? Was that avalanche of turnovers?
It was just a big momentum swing for us, and they gave us the opportunity to kind of put our foot down and try to put a nail in the coffin. But it felt great. Everybody on the sideline was energized. The stadium was energized. It was awesome.
You want to talk about the pressure you put on your quarterback?
I mean, we knew we had to get it on him all week with this offensive line, and I mean, I feel like that definitely affected him. I mean, maybe helped the turnovers too.
Did you notice it affected him? Did he say anything, or just the way his body language?
No, I just see it in his body language. But yeah.
Jordan, what's it been like for you just these few weeks? You know, with Jaquez out, Farina out. I mean, you know, when somebody had to come through on the defensive end. I mean, is it the pressures and an opportunity? How have you been approaching it?
I mean, I feel like I've been taking it as an opportunity and just perfecting what I need to do. So I mean, knowing what I need to do on almost everything. So.
How rewarding is it to go out there and have a couple plays, have a couple sacks?
But yeah, I mean, it is rewarding, but I mean, Hood gave me that one.
Daniel, how much about all the turnovers, everything was you guys knowing what to expect and knowing having the scheme down? It looked like a couple of times the DBs were just in perfect position.
I don't know what they were coached this week, but they need to do it again. But no, the coaches gave us a great game plan. We knew what we were doing up front. We were able to force him out a little bit to put some stress on him, and he made a bad decision, and it led to a bunch of points for us.
And I think you guys had 5 and 6 plays, and it was 31-3. Where do you think the game is without that run of turnovers?
It would have been it'd been really close because they were moving the ball on us a little bit. I mean, they started off, I think, with that 12-play drive. And so that was a big momentum swing. It put everything in our favor and gave us a chance to go up by a lot. And anytime you got a team coming in trying to upset you and you can do that to them, it takes away a lot of what they're doing.
Was that them making plays on those third downs, or was that y'all having some breakdowns?
I don't know. We'll have to watch film and really see what it is.
I feel like the momentum just kind of carried itself. So everybody wanted a piece after the first 2.
Everyone knows what's coming next for you guys. How much did you guys need a game to, making all these turnovers, just kind of prove to yourself maybe where you guys are at in preparation for next week?
We needed it. I mean, we needed a game with a little adversity to have to come out and fight, to do 12-play drives that are back to back to back. Because Oregon moves fast and they could do 12-play drives in 3 minutes. And so we're going to have to come ready to play.
How much of, if at all, do you anticipate practice being different this week at all?
I'm sure if you're not running this week, you might get kicked off the practice field. But, I mean, that's usually pretty normal, but it's just even heightened even more this week because they've been running that system for a bunch of years now. And so we got to live that 63 effort each day.
Have you guys ever been a part of a first half like that, straight turnovers, even in high school, anytime?
No, I've never been a part of something like that.
What was that like?
I mean, everyone was just like a new surprise. Like it was getting hard to believe.
Jordan, can you talk about the confidence coming off this game, kind of to touch on what Daniel talked about going in next week, knowing the kind of offense you'll be facing, what this game may have done for you to kind of give you a boost going in next week?
Yeah, I feel like we needed a game like this with a little bit of adversity towards the middle there, just because I mean we came back. We needed just that feeling, and I mean next week is going to be high tempo. So I mean we always practice to make the game feel easy. So I bet this week's going to be pretty tough, but.
Daniel, I know it's just 2 games, but how much better is this defense than what you're doing?
I think it's a lot better. Guys are just playing so much harder and they know their assignments. And those 2 things alone make up for a lot of things. I mean, even the fumble that Sapp forced, if we wouldn't have had 3 or 4 people right there, then that would have been just a blown opportunity to get the football. And so little things like that and just living that orange swarm, making all the difference in the world.
A couple more. I don't know if you can really just put your finger on how much. I mean, we hear some of the young players, especially, saying they think it's kind of simple. The scheme's been simplified to play faster. I mean, how big of a factor is that? I mean, is the playbook that much smaller to where you can?
It's not that much smaller in terms. It's just there's not 100 checks for each formation. Like there's one play we had last year where we literally had 21 checks on one formation. And just having simplified checks and being able to play fast will make all the difference in the world.
Is that a good thing to have, win by 32 points, but on both sides of the ball, there's some good stuff to work on. Is that a good thing, though?
Yeah, it is. We needed things to work on in order to get better because we got a really good football team coming in, and so we didn't want to. I mean, we always want to blow them out, but we didn't want to come into a game and only get to play 18, 20 snaps because next week against Oregon, there's a chance that they could run 100 plays.
That's gonna be a 60-minute game.
Yeah, and so we really needed to come in and play a complete game to really get that under our belt, to build that conditioning up, and to get ready for next week.
Thank you very much.